So in my What Are Values video, I briefly touched upon this idea of valued domains. And these are areas of your life that are important to you, where you can act out on your values. And these domains probably make up the majority of your life, or at least how you spend the majority of your time. And one way to start thinking about these domains is this idea of a bullseye. As you can see, the bullseye is split into 4 areas or 4 domains. These are work education, leisure, personal growth, health, and relationships. So work or education can be related to your workplace, or to your school, or to your college, or maybe you volunteer somewhere. It can be a bit broader than that and be about your career in general and what direction you want that to go in, or what direction you want your education to go in. Or it can be about developing skills that can be used in the workplace or within your education setting. And think about what sort of person you want to be. What sort of person do you want to be to your fellow workers, to your colleagues, to your teachers, or to your classmates? What qualities do you want to bring into that place and that environment? How do you want to be seen? And relationships can mean relationships with your partner, or your children, or your parents, or your wider family, or friends, or colleagues, or people in your community that you don't know particularly well, but anyone in your life really. And what sort of relationships do you want to build with them? What sort of person do you want to be in those relationships? What personal qualities do you think you could develop here? And personal growth and health, this is how you generally develop as a person. This could include your spirituality or your faith. It could include looking after yourself physically or emotionally. It could include cooking and eating and nutrition. It could include learning new things to help you grow, such as reading books or watching videos like this one. Keep watching these videos. Again, what sort of values are important to you here? And leisure, so this is things you do for fun. This refers to things you do to play and relax and enjoy yourself. So any hobbies you might have, anything you might do for fun. And whilst doing these things, what sort of person do you want to be, and with what personal qualities? So I've personally not given any examples here, as I want you to try and come up with your own values and not be tempted to use ones that I come up with, so any examples that I might give. However, saying that, I appreciate this can be quite tricky. So if you do want to see an example worked through, probably using myself, then let me know in the comments. A good way to start with this is to write down some values associated with these 4 areas of your life. Please remember, values aren't goals, values are ongoing actions. For example, let's take the domain of relationships. You might say, I want to help my daughter pass her upcoming maths exam. That would be a goal, as the exam can be passed at some point, and then that goal is completed. A value might be being supportive, and the action associated with it might be sitting down with my daughter for 30 minutes tonight and working on some maths problems. And if you haven't thought about your values before this stage or before watching this video, then check out my What Are Values video first, and that includes a list of values in the description. And then check out some of these short values exercises in my values playlist to guide you working out your own values. And there's several videos in there, and I'm hoping there's something that everyone can relate to. And now we turn to the bullseye, the star of the video. So have a look at the values you've come up with and mark a cross in each area of the bullseye to represent how much you think you are currently living by those values. And be honest here. The nearer you place the cross to the bullseye, that's the bit in the middle for those people who don't play darts or archery, the more you are living those values at the moment. The further away from the bullseye and the nearer to the outside edge means you are not currently living by that value. And again, be honest. You'll probably end up with something that looks a bit like this. So what does this tell you? It may show you that there's domains that you're currently neglecting or missing out on. It may highlight areas that you can start working on right now. And if you notice that some difficult thoughts and feelings showed up, when you are doing this, then that's completely normal. Most people that I do this with find that there are areas where they aren't focusing a lot or any values guided action on. And as you realize this, your mind might start judging you or blaming you or making you feel guilty, and you might notice that some anxiety starts to show. And let's just notice that in our minds. Let's just acknowledge that. Maybe thank your mind for doing its job and bringing this to your attention. There's a message there. And then focus on making a small improvement in some way. And you can make a small improvement by picking one of the 4 domains, so just one for now, and focus on that one for a week. Set yourself a goal that you can achieve in that week. So something you can either do straight after this video or later today or over the next few days. And try to make this goal as specific as possible. So for example, if you're in the health domain and you want to do some more exercise, instead of just saying, tomorrow I'll do some exercise, commit to something more specific. Commit to something like, I will go for a walk for 30 minutes tomorrow morning. And write it down. Research tells us that writing something down or telling someone else you are going to do it means you are more likely to do it. And I've included a link to a document to help you with this. It's in the description below, along with a copy to the Bullseye. Goodbye and take care.